Welcome, my dear student, in this unit number 2 of our VHL subject. The unit number 2 of VHL subject, the name of that subject, the name of that chapter is the VHL programming. As we know that in the first unit, we will study the basic part of a VHL language. Now, by using that VHL part and by adding certain different concepts, we will try to design a certain digital circuits, and for that we have to write certain program that is called as VHDL programming. So in this unit number 2 we will try to study how to write the VHDL programming along with the certain content. Before switch over to the unit number 2, we will see the important points of this unit number 2. And the important points of the unit number 2, there are about 8 important topics. And normally what happens, among that 8 important topics, in each and every topic there is a one theoretical question will be asked alternately. So the first topic is array and VHDL. In this unit number 2, as we already discussed the array terms in the first unit, but here in this unit number 2, we have to discuss the array, the term of array in VHDL in details. Another topic is the unconstrained array types. This is again related with the array with certain different types. Also, we have to study the different arrays, operations, and referencing. Then after that, these 3 points are related with an array term of array. So there is one question will always there in a related paper related with among these 3 topics. See how I am discussing the important point with you. So from that we get a clear idea at how to do the certain study, how to skip certain topic and how to cover certain topic. Among these first 3 points, there is a one question will be always in the paper. Another part is the record of basic modeling construct, entity declaration, architecture bodies, behavioral description, structural description. Now as this first 3 topics are one group, another first 3 topic is another group. Here in this second group of 3 topics, there is a single question on single theoretical question on the entity, architecture bodies, or the behavioral description or structural description. One question. And another block and another type is a design processing and sub-programs and procedures. Another question will be asked on the basis of these 2 words. Now, then you may think that, sir, the one question will be asked on the basis of this first 3 topics. Another question will be asked on the basis of these 3 topics. That is 2 questions. Third question will be asked on the basis of 2. Then what about a fourth one? Because there is a 4 question, 2 or 2. Question number, for example, as a paper, question number 3A, 3B or 4A, 4B as a paper oriented. So the 3 questions are from this theoretical part, that is question asked, and one question is of a programming. So definitely there is a one question of programming, and if you are ready to write a programming correctly, you easily get them out of marks, because in programming we get an out of marks in case of the question answer. Okay, so these are the important topics of the unit number 2. Then we will start our first topic. As our first topic is an array, so we will go to the array, type of array and other terms. Arrays. Now what is my array? As you know that you already discussed or you already known about arrays. Arrays means the collections of many terms. That simply you can say that the collections of many terms is called as an array. If that is a single term, you can't called as a array. If there are n number of terms are to be there, then it called as an array. So simply arrays will be in terms of VHDL how we can define it. An array consists of a collection of values of all of which are the same. The position of each element in an array is given by a scalar value called as its index. To create an array object model, we first define an array type in detail. This array is nothing but is a collection of collections of values. The collections of n number of values, then all of which are the same, and the position of each element in an array is given by a scalar value, and that scalar value is called as an index. To create an array object in a model, we first define an array type by type declaration. So these are different terms of type declaration. So how to give the array in VHDL language? First we can see that for that purpose there is a particular syntax is given, and the syntax of defining the array is array underscore type underscore definition is equals to array discrete range. This is for the different n number of values, n number of terms of element underscore subtype underscore indication. This is the define an array type by specifying one or more index range. The list discrete ranges the element type or subtype. In this way we can define the array. Again I repeat the same one, that how to define the array. That the array type definitions, first we can give the definitions of array type, then after that array, that name of that array with a certain discrete range, that how much number of, for example, the array of natural first 10 natural number. First 10 natural number, it start with a certain 0, 1, 2 up to 9 like this. Then of element subtype indication. In this way we can define the arrays in detail. This is all about the arrays. In the next video we will discuss the types of different arrays along with their important terms. Okay, thank you so much.